Hello, Maria. How are you?
Hello, Amelia. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Well, thank you for joining us today. I just loved your booth set up here at BioMed Expo. I wanted to snag you and get to know you a little bit more so we can give the world a little bit more of what Maria is doing to helping humanity and individuals to live the life that we all came here to live. So Maria, tell us about what you're doing in this world.
Sure, thanks. I love helping people create the life they love, and I do this as through coaching. I call myself an intuitive coach, and I specialize in using my intuition to find the root cause of wherever you're feeling blocked or stuck in to help you move forward and achieve what it is that you want to achieve.
Awesome. As we all know, there's so many things that are inundated with every day this world is giving us that can challenge us, can bring us down to, create obstacles in our world of the worlds that we want to live in, right? So we get stuck. I understand that concept. Can you elaborate a little bit more on how you're able to do that? And I believe we're going to take me through a little session, right? So yeah, give us an introduction about what we're going to do here.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm a believer that what you see in your outer world is a reflection of what's going on in your interior world. So behind every problem or stuckness, there is a root cause to it. And what I do in session is I guide clients through like a meditative journey, a meditative meditation to connect you to the light, and that way I can more easily identify your blocks, and I can psychically tune into where is this block coming from, and I'll pull up a memory, an age, or wherever it happened, and then we'll clear the energy. So it's a lot of me talking, guiding you through the process and just clearing your blocks.
All right.
And bringing in new energy.
Awesome, because I know perception is our key, right? So whatever perception we're having of ourselves, of this world, of whatever it is that we're doing, that's our obstacle, I guess you could say, right? Where it's our own perception that we need to get out of our way.
Yeah, we are in our own way.
Right.
Because anything that you want with courage, with action, with using the tools to heal yourself, to go within, you can move forward and you attract new opportunities. You can attract the right people into your life. You can really create what you want.
Yeah, and I've noticed if you're not able to be the full expression of who you are authentically in this world, that's your biggest hindrance. That's where we create obstacles. That's where we're not living that life, right? So perception is key, removing those blocks. And all right, so let's take us through, something,
Sweet.
A session with me.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so what would you like to focus on? Is there something specific?
Yes, I would say my biggest block, if you will, in my world of influence, it would be stepping into the shoes of what I know I can be, right? And so really living that out, and not like no holds bar, not worried about what people think, whatever. It's just knowing that I have that power within, but stepping into the abundance shoes. I know I'm at the precipice of a major abundance in my life.
Amazing.
in a financial way, as well as just in a home world way, personal way. And it's stepping into those shoes that I have the most difficult with, because all my life it's like you have to work hard to make that money, and and whatever it is, our own little expectations of what that looks like. So
yes,
I would say that is my biggest challenge is just stepping into that.
Okay. All right, let's tune into it. Let's see, we're going to paint a picture of what that future self of you looks like, and what's in the way of you really seeing her and what she is, and how it's much closer than you really think it is. So let's start by closing your eyes and focusing on your breathing.
Good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that's just something mini, but
Yeah. No, you definitely went in for sure. That's great.
Cool beans.
Wow. Intuitive coaching with Maria is a wonderful experience. I recommend anybody that's having blocks and needing to cut cords of any kind to definitely Definitely do. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to ask you,
Mhm.
what inspired you to do this? What inspired you to become an intuitive coach?
What inspired me, I mean, I've been in health and wellness and mindfulness, healing, I would say my whole life.
When did you know that you had this intuitive ability?
I would say my whole life. And then there have been times in my life where I became disconnected from my intuition, whether just from early childhood experiences that disconnected me from it. But then, but I always had this sense of knowing, feeling, trust in something greater, just following that voice, following that feeling. And it always led me to the right things overall. Like, no matter what I went through, it was always the right decision.
Right. Yes. So, I tell people this too, and you were even asking me, anything that you've had in the past that's, you're disappointed or whatever, that you wish you could have done something different or what have you. I actually like to believe that everything we're doing is for us, right? And so that I don't live in regret. I mean, I know before this viewpoint, I lived in regret, right? And that's such a negative energy. But when you can turn that around and look at it like, no matter how you perceive it as a bad thing,
Yes,
it actually is to help us grow and expand, and it was actually meant for you.
Yeah, it definitely.
Yeah.
And then when you learn certain tools along the way that you can clear the lower vibrational feelings that may be in your body or in your energetic body.
Right.
So then you can attract new things into your life, because although I've always been intuitive, 4 or 5 years ago, after my last abusive relationship, I was finally just like, you know what, enough's enough. And I really want to train my intuition and take it more seriously.
Yes.
So that's why I went through training, intuitive training. And that's how I started. That's why I do what I do now. Because I'm like,
good.
I always want to have my intuition trained so I know what's best for me.
Absolutely. And intuition is built on frequency, right? So the higher our vibration, the better. You're going to be more in tune. Yeah. So clearing vibrational low energy is definitely something that is needed in order for us to get those downloaded thoughts, get those high powerful thoughts, because now we're open to them.
Yes. And that way, when you're more open to clear connection to the truth, to your intuition, and you are at a higher vibration, we're not going to be happy all the time, right? We're humans. Things happen.
Right.
And we can feel an emotion for as long as we want, and then we have tools to move through it and change our perspective.
Yes. So where it leads me to going is, I never realized until recently that we can clear this with our own intentions. Just power of thought actually does remove energy. I know that's hard to believe for people that don't understand that, but it's absolutely the truth. Yeah. And so crystal energy, anything from our earth, type of thing, it's like, it's actually real. This is not made up. And actually, when you put it to practice, it does work. Because a lot of people, I think of it as a physical thing that needs to happen, where medicine of some kind that needs to come in and heal whatever you're going through. That's not the case.
No,
it's truly our own mind.
It really is.
That is the power to change everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really is.
So incredible stuff. Much needed in this world. A 3D that we need, higher energy and higher dimensions to come in and help us. So you being of light in this world, we really appreciate this kind of interaction and showing the world what you can do. So Maria with Intuitive Coaching, definitely we want to make sure we get in there.
Live your best life.
Yes.
Heal.
Yes.
You have a choice. You either can remain the same and keep recreating the same patterns, or you have a choice to do something about it and say, hey, I know that I'm in charge of my reality. I'm the creator of my world. What can I do about it?
Yes.
And there are tools, miraculous tools at your disposal.
Yes.
Right? Like your mind, just so your thoughts alone.
Yes. Thoughts are so powerful. So it's nice to have a resource to turn to, and you can do this by phone or Zoom or anything, right?
Phone or Zoom. Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be in person with you to get this.
I know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, and where can we find your information? How can somebody, find you online or?
You can find me online. It's intuitivecoachmaria.com, or if you're on social media, my Instagram is @MariaShapester. And those are the best ways to find me.
Well, thank you for watching us with Maria Intuitive Coaching. We will see you next time.